The bustling financial district here in Canada's largest city. We're coming to you from Toronto. Welcome to 2K Sports presentation of the NBA, but the bad news is there is no basketball, there is no NBA. The game has been canceled. Ha-ha! Happy April Fool's Day, baby! This is the NBA, and we've got a great one in store. This is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Brent Berry. David Aldridge will be reporting from the sideline. Hey, Brent, the season winding down and teams are looking at playoff slotting. Have you ever, though, been a part of a team that suffered a late season collapse?
I don't think the teams that I was on, Kevin, and fortunate to be on, that had expectations to go deep into the playoffs or maybe eventually participate in the finals ever had that kind of breakdown. But in Seattle in 2003, a team led by Gary Payton, I know we had an opportunity to get in, to sneak in maybe to the 8th slot. We struggled with inconsistency all year long. I don't know how big the meltdown was, but disappointing for that talented of a team to not have an opportunity to participate in the postseason.
I'm sure. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. John Henson out there with Mirotic. Then there's Bledsoe. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2.
The muscle of Antetokounmpo is impressive. He's just destroying the defense right now.
Milwaukee shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And as a unit, they're shooting 78% from the line. That's a solid number to work with on the season.
Hands it from downtown.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Bledsoe kicks to Henson. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Nice steal from Valanciunas.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Lowry has the open look on the 3 off target. Bucks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Connaughton, guarded by Jordan. Bledsoe looking around. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by the Raptors. They're looking for a little bit of redemption in this one after the loss to them here last time.
And that was an ugly loss for them last time playing these guys. And really, the rebounding differential was the key.
Yeah, it was very poor, their performance on the glass. And it wasn't the only reason they got blown out as badly as they did, but it was the biggest reason.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Jordan. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
Well, this is where Giannis does all of his damage. He gets inside the paint, has the size to work you back, and then stretch out and score.
C.J. Miles, he's checked in for the Raptors. And Brent, you look at Giannis Antetokounmpo's slashing game. Standing, maybe a hair under 7 foot tall. How do you even put it into words?
Well, it's hard to imagine a more perfect frame for today's game in terms of getting in transition, having a versatile offensive game, putting it down, getting to the rack. But the one thing that we're anxious to see is whether or not Giannis will develop the type of range from the 3-point line that makes it respectable. Other than that, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Outside Jordan. He kicks to Lowry. He feeds it to Miles. 5 on the clock. Here's Ibaka, and there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And there's the foul against Milwaukee.
You know, and Serge Ibaka, a player who kind of came into the league as a defensive stopper, shot blocker. You know, still has great length and can bother shots, but not the prolific shot blocker he once was, as the focus has become more on the offensive end.
And with Ibaka, at one point, would average almost 4 blocks a game.
Yeah, I mean, it is hard for any player to maintain a pace that high at this stage. Ibaka's done well to adjust, I think, his capabilities and make sure he can still have an impact on defense. The block numbers won't ever be as gaudy as they once were, but he is still causing problems for shooting.
A nice shot by Jordan.
And defensively, this is a nightmare. He's already on a roll.
I love his will, his take charge attitude, the aggressiveness, all of that showing up here in the first.
Now here's Bledsoe. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Taking a look at Milwaukee. They're stuck in the same spot, still outside the top 3.
And you know, for the Raptors, they've taken this ride all the way down the stretch. Few people thought they could maintain this astonishing display of dominance.
Now here's Miles. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here is Bledsoe. 8 points his last outing. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Eric Bledsoe, Greg, one of the league's best slashers.
Yeah, he gets to the rim with regularity, and he finishes at a high rate, lives at the line. He is a nightmare in the open court.
Eric Bledsoe, at one point, Brent, maybe the best defender in the league at the point guard position. Multiple knee surgeries later. Where do you think he stands now?
I think there's been some regression from what he could do athletically, Kevin. So now you have to start to rely on your skill. His offensive game has grown a little bit, and he's around a superstar. That should make it easier to set up some opportunities where he could be more consistent offensively, especially shooting the basketball.
Here is Bledsoe after the made shot from Jonas Valanciunas. Bledsoe against Lowry. Bledsoe kicks to Mirotic. Shot clock at 6. Bledsoe against Ibaka. A shot off that time, and Toronto will come the other way. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, just a terrific display of shooting, focused on taking shots that the offense was designed to create.
And so many good things can happen for you when you just take your time and get to the spots on the floor where you have tremendous confidence.
Here's Antetokounmpo after the made shot from Jordan. Takes the 13-footer. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Toronto working the ball around now. And it's Miles missing.
And they've come out with a take-no-prisoners approach on the glass here tonight, guys.
And the rejection by Valanciunas.
Yeah, a bit frigid to begin this one. Just can't make anything to get the game started.
Now here's Jordan. Following the miss by Eric Bledsoe. Jordan dishes to Valanciunas. Outside for Jordan. Valanciunas trying to free himself up. And there's Jordan. That's good on the assist from Valanciunas.
Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Antetokounmpo against Lowry. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
You know how you want to tell people don't let Giannis get too close? Well, one step past half court, he's too close.
Bledsoe against Lowry. Passes to Miles. Over onto Antetokounmpo. No good on that one. And Milwaukee the other way now. They're coming off that win against Minnesota.
You know, sometimes you're going to win because of your performance, and on occasions, which was the case for them, it's the play of your opponent that allows you to escape with wins.
Yeah, they were up against a team that struggled all night to get things under control. Mistakes and turnovers and just sloppy play all game long.
So timeout called here, the first for Toronto. Getting open in the NBA, not an easy task, and there are a lot of players that are so good moving off the ball.
I think the first couple guys that come to mind are J.J. Redick and Kyle Korver. Old school style in which they operate like a Rip Hamilton. And if you go back to Mitch Richmond, where they're using a multitude of screens, seemingly never stopping during an offensive possession. and causing some kind of confusion. So JJ and Kyle Korver are still doing exemplary jobs of off-ball movement.
Here's Antetokounmpo after Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Over in the corner, Dellavedova. Gets a very good look and converts. Raptors leading by 3. And David Aldridge spoke with Nick Nurse. David.
Well, Kevin, what he doesn't want is station-to-station basketball. He said, we have to avoid bad habits and keep the ball moving. As long as we don't stand around like we're watching the paint dry, we can score. We'll see if the ball stays in motion tonight, Kevin. Back to you.
Thanks, David. And guys, how will they go about getting their shooting percentage where coach wants it to be?
Well, what you always see is that a high assist rate leads to a good field goal percentage. So that's essential for unselfish play.
Now, you nailed it, GA. If you don't get good passing out there, you're not going to get great shooting. So that will be a huge determining factor in this one.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
The Bucks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. And he knocks down the first one. And Brown drops them both.
Well, he talks so much about rhythm from the field. How about a rhythm from the free throw line? That looks good.
Here's Siakam. 8 points his last outing. And it's Van Vliet, top of the key. Here's Davis, and the layup's good off the glass. Davis has got his first basket.
That's the energy Ed Davis needs to play with consistently. Big-time finish on the rebound.
Antetokounmpo kicks to Brown. The 11-footer. No good off the back of the rim.
The defense, not so good. And when you're deep inside like that, you got to come through.
Here's Van Vliet. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Brown. Jordan's shot is off. And so Brown will bring it up for the Bucks. Trailing by 4. The pass to Dellavedova. Back to Brown. The Bucks working the ball around. Now here is Dellavedova. He averages about 5 points a game.
I don't think there's many shots Dellavedova's afraid to shoot. That time on the pull-up in the face of the D.
Here's Van Vliet, defended by Dellavedova. Lets a floater go, and Maker sends it back. Left side, Antetokounmpo to the left wing. Brown wide open, he fires. Drills it from outside. Brown's got 5 points so far.
And defensively, you've got to make a greater effort working over the screens.
Yeah, it's a bit of a lazy play right there. You're hoping that the guy misses the shot without really doing your job in challenging it.
There's Siakam, and there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. That'll be his second foul of the game. 1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Here's Van Vliet, defended by Dellavedova. 4 on the clock. The Raptors need to get a shot off.
And the big man, Thon Maker, moving well out there this time on the defensive end.
Back to Van Vliet. Drains the three-pointer. Van Vliet's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
Yeah, it reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Minnesota.
Defensive mindset tonight was huge. He was a real pest coming up with all those steals and had great activity.
And the Raptors with the ball, following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outside Jordan. Shoots over Brown. Again, Toronto.
The defense looking at him like a Rubik's Cube. They cannot figure him out. He continues to light them up from the field. More importantly, they're winning.
Dellavedova with the ball. pass to Antetokounmpo from 13. That one doesn't drop. Right back after this break. Well, there are a lot of letters that go into the spelling of Giannis Antetokounmpo's last name. He helped set the record straight of how you pronounce it.
In the Nigerian way, you gotta say with a D, so it's Antetokounmpo. But in the Greek way, you say with the NT, like Antetokounmpo. Whatever you got, just say, it's Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Seems easy enough, right?
I guess so. I think a lot of people are going to stick with Giannis or the Greek Freak.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on Toronto so far?
Hustling on that offensive glass. That's led to a number of second chance points.
Yeah, if your opponent fails to block out, you get yourself in great position. That was the story of the first quarter for them offensively.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Bucks, Antetokounmpo is out there with Ilyasova. Then there's Brown. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Maker in at the center. Now here's Ilyasova. He had 13 points in the win against Minnesota. Toronto grabs the miss. Davis has got his 6th rebound on the night.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And how about Giannis putting that 7'3" wingspan to good use to help come up with a steal? When you think about a coach looking into the eyes of one of his players and telling him to match up with Giannis Antetokounmpo and all the things that he brings to the table. That's a long night of restlessness before you match up. Press up on him, he'll blow by you in transition. He's at the rim in 2 dribbles. Tough to stop that kid.
And here is Dellavedova. Kawhi Leonard getting his 3 to go. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Brown outside. That's a 2 from Dellavedova. And the foul called on Pascal Siakam. That is his first foul of the game. And the Bucks making a change here. Bledsoe's checked in. Here's Brown. He has 5. Bledsoe outside. Back to Brown. And T is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Jonas Valanciunas, who's checked in for the Raptors. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Mirotic is checked in. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Dellavedova, the shot's good. Brown making the play. Dellavedova's got 6. Antetokounmpo covers so much ground, Brent. He can almost go the entire length of the court in 2 dribbles.
Well, once he gets around towards the rim, his reach can make it seem like defenders aren't even there. Not just one defender, but multiple defenders. So it's unfair already, and you add that athleticism to what he can do. Wow, unstoppable offensive force.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. Let's go to our 2K leader. 3-point shooting, where you expect to see some high percentages from the shooting guard position. And that's just what this group has provided. Take a look at Jordan. He's absolutely deadly from outside.
He just oozes with confidence out there beyond the arc. That's where he makes his living, as he should. I mean, given how efficient he's been from long range.
The Australian-born Matthew Dellavedova, another success story from the land down under.
And the Raptors making a change here. Ibaka's checked in. Henson's checked in for the Bucks. Pat Connaughton comes in for Brown. And the foul on John Henson. That's his first foul. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Here's Valanciunas.
Like the effort right now. Henson's greatest talent, short of shot blocking, is that he can get in there and contest.
And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Well, guys, T in that last outing against the Heat delivered a performance for the ages. He scored 23 points, and that was just part of the story. He finished with a double-double in that game. He played a tremendous all-around game. Love to see that type of effort. We'll see if he can maintain that kind of energy tonight.
Thanks for checking in, D.A. He was phenomenal for them in that game. It was fun to watch.
And not just fun for us, but it had to be fun for him as well. Everything was working, and he just seemed to enjoy and embrace every minute of it.
And I love having fun, but fun comes at a cost, and that cost is work and effort. So let's not get too far away from that tonight. He was a workhorse in this one.
Guys, what a tight start to the game this has been.
And it's still in the first half. This could be a wild one.
Mirotic, the pass to Connaughton. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. Brent, as we take a look at lineups around the NBA, teams trying to go with 5 highly skilled players at once. Where does that leave the traditional big?
Well, most teams just don't have one now, Kevin. I mean, they're just not on the roster.
They're hard to find, yeah.
Well, they're hard to find, but there just aren't many out there. So a lot of teams just elect not to have one. And what we're seeing over the course of the last couple years is the matchups when all of a sudden a Whiteside is going to see a Drummond, or you're going to see all of a sudden Valanciunas play against DeAndre Jordan. It's usually because you have one, we'll play ours kind of mentality.
Here's Dellavedova. Kawhi Leonard making his last shot. Back to Dellavedova. Back to Mirotic. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Dellavedova. Mirotic has got 7.
Now Mirotic at ease, pulling up right away after receiving a pass.
Lowry inside the line. Nice spin off the left rim and in. Lowry's got 5 points so far. He talked about a back-and-forth game. This is the definition.
You have to love these kinds of games, scoring-wise, keeping everybody on their toes.
Here's Connaughton. Taking a look at his stats, he's averaging around 7.5 points a game. Clock at 6. Bledsoe finds Mirotic. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
And it's Lowry penetrating. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
When you watch Kyle Lowry play, you see how much bigger he is than his stats. Does so many little things on both ends of the floor. I mean, he's a great screen setter, takes charges, all the things that don't necessarily show up in the stat sheet, but are important when it comes to winning.
And Greg, with Lowry, it isn't like he's quiet on the stat sheet either.
No, he is a bulldog. I mean, scores it, the playmaking. He's just complete in terms of a backcourt player. Rebounds as well as anybody for his position, and got good hands on defense. It just gives you a little bit of everything at that point guard position.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Raptors trail by 4. From deep. A rebound by the Bucks. Hanson's got his 4th rebound in this one. No good from Connaughton. Toronto's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Miles against Mirotic. Left side Lowry. Outside Jordan. Leonard on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against Miami.
Well, I think he was especially impressive on the glass. The defense had no idea what to do with it.
And it's Dellavedova missing.
It is so tough to make those kind of shots with the defense draped all over you.
Here's Jordan. Back to Ibaka. Kicks it to Lowry. Leonard the bounce pass. Miles the pass to Leonard. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Leonard's got 7 now in this quarter.
Oh, you see the touch inside from Leonard does a little bit of everything for this basketball team.
Passes it to Dellavedova. Here's Mirotic. And it's Miles with the rebound.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Raptors have gone 4 of 6 so far from the line, missing a couple.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And Toronto making a change here. Van Vliet's checked in. And Milwaukee with a change here, too. Antetokounmpo's checked in. And so Jordan nails both of them. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Bucks. The Oklahoma City Thunder will be in town for the next one. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand.
See the way Giannis kept going and kept his eye on the basket? That helped.
On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And he buried a bunch of shots from the stripe in that last game.
That's good from Antetokounmpo.
It's interesting as Giannis has grown in this league. The Greek Freak we know is so versatile, just competing to be one of the best players in the business.
Here's Van Vliet. He averages about 5 points a game. Leonard with the bucket.
And maybe a little disengaged in the first quarter. Ball didn't come his way. He's really provided some scoring in the second quarter of action.
Here's Connaughton to the wing right side. Bledsoe right side, and Fred Van Vliet is going to pick up a foul. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2. The Bucks have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
Well, the leadership that Bledsoe keeps stepping further and further into, this is a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
And it's Leonard with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Floats one, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
This is when length becomes a massive, massive positive. What a shot block by Giannis.
It's Jordan on the wing. And again, Toronto with the triple. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
There have been a lot of lead changes. Goodness.
Now here's Bledsoe. His scoring totals are something to take note of. He's averaging over 19 points a game. Down low, looking for Henson. He gets it there. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
That's a pretty good move. Henson, I'll tell you what, being assertive when he has the ball like that, that's another dimension to the offense on the inside that they could use.
Hits the 3-point bomb. Jordan's got 10 points in the quarter.
They've given up a lot of 3-pointers here today.
And so it's Bledsoe with it, bringing it up for Milwaukee. Outside, out of the Antetokounmpo. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for 1 more at the line.
That's attacking the rack. Antetokounmpo on the take and muscled his way in.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Ibaka. And it's Pascal Siakam in for C.J. Myers. And then for Milwaukee, Makers checked in for John Henson. Ilyasova comes in for Mirotic. And it's Sterling Brown in for Pat Connaughton. Now here's Leonard. He's got 10. Outside Jordan. Poked away. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Brown. 20 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo against Leonard. And there's the foul. It goes on Ilyasova. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And already his 3rd foul. It's got to be time to get him out of there probably until the 3rd quarter.
Anunoby
Shifted his way, and then he finds where his teammate is open on the floor.
Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for the Milwaukee Bucks. He's playing defense with a huge chip on his shoulder. Blocks, steals, you name it. He's all over the place. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout your career. What's the focus of that end of the floor?
Just knocking down open shots, my ball handling, making good decisions off the pick and roll, and just try to limit my turnovers.
And you've done well so far, Kawhi. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from T.
Yeah, good things happen when you maintain composure. Their shot selection has been extremely disciplined.
Hey, Greg, is there a shot that he's taken that has been out of the flow of the offense? I don't think so.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Really an incredible game from T.
And let's see what the defense counters with to try and control him here in the second half.
Well, he has been dominant as we expected coming into this one. Skilled and relentless.
Leonard and Ibaka are the forward pairing. Lowry out there with Jordan. And it's Valanciunas in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for Steve Clifford as we begin the second half. Here's Leonard after Eric Bledsoe's score. And the dunk by Valanciunas.
Good awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Bucks leading by 6.
And with Kawhi Leonard, he just does everything well on the floor. Offense, defense, rebounding, runs the floor. I mean, he is one of the more complete players in our league. He can completely take over a game on both ends. I'd have been very impressed if he had got that one to go. Tough D.
Bucks leading by 6. Here's Bledsoe. And Henson gets it to go on the assist from Eric Bledsoe. Bledsoe's got 3 assists now in this one. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lowry for 3, and the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Tries again, and it's Leonard missing.
Yeah, they got to hope to turn it on soon. 1 of 4 so far, and they know they got to be better.
Here's Bledsoe. The offensive rebound. Goes up again. He takes it up and lays it in. And now it's a 10-point Bucks lead.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash mouth physical basketball, guys.
And he gets it to go.
Yeah, the onslaught continues. He's been unstoppable now for a couple of nights.
Well, a tip of the cap to the coaching staff here. They're recognizing how well he's playing, so the game plan has been built around him. Such astounding shooting right now from him. He is untouchable from the perimeter. What a performance.
Toronto calls timeout.
And I like this timeout. You're getting terrible rim protection right now.
Well, you got to ask your team to give you a little bit more effort because there's just not a lot of fire on the defensive end.
Now let's take a look at how the shots have been divided up between 3-point shots and 2-point shots for the Raptors. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Lowry kicks to Leonard. Pass to Ibaka. Back to Leonard. To the paint. It's tipped. And it's out of bounds. The Raptors able to retain possession here. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These 2 guards are the most accurate in the league. You take a look at Jordan, leading the league in field goal percentage. He always gets good looks.
His shooting has been off the charts. I mean, especially given that he typically operates away from the basket. Those aren't all layups he's knocking down.
Yeah, true, not all layups, but he does get plenty of his points at the rim and on the attack. One-on-one, he can break down just about any defender in the league and find a way to get there. When he does get inside, he is a great finisher.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Outside Lowry. Leonard finds Ibaka. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And the lean frame of Ibaka taking the punishment, but still converting the basket. Toughness.
Antetokounmpo passes to Bledsoe. Outside Mirotic. Three-pointer. Doesn't go that time. And Toronto will come the other way. Next up for them, the Knicks, a road game in New York. That'll be the first half of a two-game trip.
Yeah, leaving nothing to chance there. Ibaka goes up strong and finishes with a little attitude.
And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. Outside Mirotic. And it's off from three-point range. Raptors trail by 9. Outside Leonard. Shot from 12. And there are the Raptors with another bucket.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Here's Bledsoe, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And this is his 4th trip to the free throw line tonight. And that one misses. C.J. Miles, he's checked in for Toronto. Matthew Dellavedova has checked in for the Bucks. So we can't get either to fall.
That's a strange trip because typically he's pretty much money from there.
And it's Jordan with the jam.
And you can sense things now starting to tighten up. Their offense has become unstoppable.
Right, big scoring run fueled by great game planning and really some great shot making.
Here is Bledsoe after the made shot from Jordan.
And a little frustration now, missing on the catch and flush.
Sometimes the easy play is the right play. You take a chance when you go for that big finish.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's got 17. And nothing is falling for him right now. Raptors trail by 5. And the wide open shot from Miles. That drops and it comes off an assist from Jordan. Miles has got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game.
And they've let things get out of hand. Good time to reconvene.
They're just on the wrong end right now of a big run, and they need to plan how they're going to shift the momentum of the game.
And Toronto making a change here. Siakam's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Thon Maker's checked in for Henson. Ilyasova comes in for Mirotic. And it's Sterling Brown in for Eric Bledsoe.
And the claw at work, just one reason why he's always a threat to lead the league in steals. Jump starts the fast break there.
The Raptors have made 7 free throws and missed 3 in this game. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Milwaukee has gone 6 of 10 from three-point range, up over 50% for the ball game. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. As we close in on the start of the playoffs, let's see how the East is stacking up. Taking a look at Toronto. They are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time. Sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, Milwaukee, just a couple spots back.
And I think for Toronto, a lot to live up to this season. And really, they have come through. It can be hard on a team when the expectations are that high, trust me. But it has not bothered them one bit.
Well, as high as those expectations were, they've only gotten higher as the season has gone along. They look poised to make a serious run at the trophy come playoff time.
Bucks trail by 4. Solid shot from the distance of about 14 feet. Antetokounmpo's got 25 points.
Yeah, Giannis has the hard hat on right now, going to work. So good, so long, and just terrorizing the D.
Now here's Jordan. He has 35. Siakam misses. The Bucks have gone 7 of 15 from the field here in the third quarter. Now here is Dellavedova, guarded by Jordan. Dellavedova scanning the floor. 6 to shoot. He kicks it to Ilyasova. Pulls up on the elbow. and too long on the shot.
And defensively, moving his feet there, staying right on top of the shooter.
Some defenses are okay with giving up the mid-range shot. In this case, they contest it.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Kicks it to Lowry. From past the arc. It's good from long range. Lowry's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Well, it's 7-1. He doesn't have far to go, but Thon Maker rising up that time.
And the Raptors with the ball after the basket by Milwaukee. Outside Leonard. Jordan up top. And Maker sends it back.
Well, the positioning of Thon Maker is going to help him be a much more dependable shot blocker.
Toronto leading by 5.
Well, we heard the great Kevin Garnett say that Thon Maker might earn a league MVP before it's all said and done. Wow, that's rarefied air. I'm not sure about that, but his size and skill and the combination of both is intriguing. That's a tough call, but he has to be better in avoiding contact on that play. That's his 5th foul, and one more. It'll be hitting the showers.
Here's what Toronto's going with right now. Ed Davis is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. DeLon Wright comes in for Kawhi Leonard. And it's Fred VanVleet in for Kyle Lowry. Here's VanVleet. 13 feet away. That's good on the jump shot. VanVleet's got the lead up to 7 now for the Raptors. And Brent, you feel the Bucks are big believers in the potential of Thon Maker.
Well, they have to be. They selected him 10th back in 2016 in the draft, and some expected him to go at least 10 slots lower than that. But his combination of length and athleticism, the ability to shoot the ball, especially from the corners at his size, he's an interesting prospect for this roster.
Here's VanVleet after the basket by Milwaukee to the inside and stolen by Ilyasova. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Antetokounmpo against Jordan. And Ilyasova kicks to Maker. And he gets it to go. Now just a 3-point Raptor lead.
Getting better at keeping his balance as Thon Maker builds up his body. He'll be a little bit more rooted on the floor.
VanVleet passes to Jordan. Inside. Shot clock at 5. Down low and stolen by Ilyasova. Here's Antetokounmpo, and that one good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Matthew Dellavedova won a title with the Cleveland Cavs back in 16. The Australian, one of the league's high-effort players, certainly, Brent, a motor that does not stop.
They always talk about just how scrappy he is, willing to get out there and compete and do the dirty work. That's where Delly ends up paying off the most. Guys like him help establish a really good culture of hard work and competitiveness.
That one drops. He ties it up. Toronto's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. And Wright kicks to VanVleet. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. It's up a 3. It's tipped. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo against Jordan. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 8 rebounds in this game. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Count that one. Siakam's got 5 now.
Always tough to work the closer you get to the basket. Nice job of finding an angle on the pass there.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
And the first one drops. Both free throws good from Antetokounmpo. 16 seconds left to play in the third. Jordan against Antetokounmpo. Pass to Van Vliet. To the middle. And slam dunk by Jordan.
And how about the execution on that play? The screen was set up in exactly the right spot.
And the finish wasn't too bad either.
Yeah, it's funny how you see so many picks, but this one sets up the defense well. No one rotates over. Bang.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented as always by State Farm.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Raptors. A 2-point game, setting the floor for the Bucks. We've got Ilyasova. He's out there with Maker. Matthew Dellavedova is out there with Antetokounmpo. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. And here's Jordan outside.
And truth is, though he misses that one, it's a shot he normally makes.
Yeah, he has that kind of range, but maybe not that time the best judgment.
On the attack, he has that ability, trying to close this one out.
Well, beating one guy is one thing, but beating 5, heck of a job there. He's got the talent to finish, too.
Mirotic is checked in for Milwaukee. Bledsoe comes in for Matthew Dellavedova.
Aaron Bledsoe.
Here's Wright. His first shot coming late, and it's good off the back rim and in.
And as much offense as we saw earlier, I mean, we're seeing even more of it here now late in the game.
What is this, February? Feels like an all-star game has broken out. Neither side willing or able to stop the other.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
It's a good decision there. Giannis isn't easy to stick with, especially after the screen.
John Henson's checked in for Thonmaker. And they now lead as the free throw drops for him. A few possessions into the fourth quarter, just over a minute played. To the left side wing. Back to Jordan. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Jordan's got 39.
He keeps finding great shots out there, and the opportunities are turning up roses.
To the inside. Just over a minute and a half played here in the fourth. And DeLon Wright gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Connaughton passes to Antetokounmpo. Baca against Mirotic. Doesn't go for him. And it's the Raptors taking it the other way. And a wide open look for Jordan. Misses the 3.
Well, the defense better look up and say thanks. Leaving guys that wide open is not a recipe for success.
And it's blocked by Jordan. Mirotic with the bounce pass. Bledsoe left side. Just 5 to shoot. Second shot opportunity. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Davis with the ball for Toronto. They lead by 1. Jordan, the dunk, and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. Leonard, he's checked in for DeLon Wright. Free throw good, Jordan. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Antetokounmpo finds Henson, and John Henson with the slam.
You don't want John Henson getting in that close. Feels like he could just reach up while he's on the ground and still get that done.
Ibaka looking for an opening. Leonard against Antetokounmpo. And it's Leonard missing.
And forcing the miss there. He just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be. A terrific use of the floater, unguardable really, because you can't do anything defensively to stop it.
Here's Jordan. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
That's his first personal foul. At the line for your Raptors, Jordan. At the line for 2.
First one falls for Kyle Lowry. He's checked in for Toronto. And so Jordan nails both of them.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Poke loose. Leonard with the steal. And the Raptors miss again.
And listen, you can't design a play any better to get a look that good. Just couldn't knock it down.
The best players know that is going to happen, and you just can't let it get into your head. It's a shot that you want to take.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Lowry kicks to Ibaka. It's Jordan on the wing. Fade away. And right on target. Good. Jordan's got 46 points.
Yeah, competing hard down the stretch. He wants the ball. That time, he delivered.
He's a dangerous scorer in general, but there he zeroes in on what matters most. Well, he's like a fumbling banker right now, dropping dimes with ease. I like how well he led his teammate on that possession.
Here's Leonard. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Good scorers have that ability. When Leonard gets that deep, it's usually a bucket, a trip to the free throw line, or both.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. And Toronto making a change here. Valanciunas is checked in. Leonard hits them both.
There's a quiet intensity that Kawhi Leonard brings to both ends of the floor, a defensive menace, and it's amazing to watch him just how disruptive he can be when he's guarding the 1, 2, 3, or even 4-man and messing up offensive schemes.
In the corner, Ibaka with it. Outside Jordan, and Leonard has it in the corner. Antetokounmpo dishes to Bledsoe. To the middle. The Bucks working the ball around. Back to Mirotic. Henson trying to break free. That's good from Mirotic on the assist from Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo's got assist number 11 for him here tonight. Left side, Jordan. The shot comes out. Bucks leading by 3. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. You know, here we go. Lowry, nobody back. Stolen by Henson. Now, Antetokounmpo. The pass to Henson. And Mirotic has it in the corner. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
Oh, great ball movement there.
The Raptors have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Lowry for 3. They get it again. Valanciunas, good.
And he's pretty relentless inside. Valanciunas gets after it down low. It might not always look pretty, but he makes the most of his chances in the paint.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Empty that time from Leonard.
Got to make those shots. Not sure how he missed it. Defense was just okay.
Jordan, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blown. And Milwaukee gets called for the foul.
2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
And so Jordan nails both of them.
Well, the defense has failed to cut off any of these driving lanes, which is why they're resorting to fouling him, and he's hurting them from the charity stripe.
And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Hits the jumper in space. Leonard's got the game tied up here for the Raptors. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And that's the one thing you just really can't control or even guard against, and that's injury.
Yep, you can do all the stretching and all the strength training, eat right, train right, but at the end of the day, it's pretty random.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Timeout called the Bucks. One guy who's been getting it done is T.
And he is absolutely dialed in from outside. They need to close out on him much quicker when he's lining up those threes.
And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And it's been a ridiculous performance in the best sense possible. I mean, everything about his game has been working. And no matter what they've thrown at him, he's had the answer.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, during that last timeout, Kevin, I got a chance to hear what the head coach of the Bucks said to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Here's Connaughton. And here is Ensign. Bledsoe for three. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
And a really smart defender there. He just reads the play, wastes no time trying to blow it up.
And what I like best is that he does it completely under control. Really gives the shooter nowhere to turn to.
They get it back. Lowry kicks to Valanciunas. Outside Jordan. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Lowry against Bledsoe. Outside Mirotic. Back to Bledsoe to stop the run. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Right now, he's just out of sync. A lot of shots rimming out, and he's got to try to find something different.
Jordan inside. No good. And Milwaukee the other way now. Bledsoe left side. Dishes to Henson. Pass to Ilyasova. Shot clock at 6. Shoots the three. Rebound by the Raptors. Jordan's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Here's Lowry. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got his 6th assist on the night.
And his touch inside more than makes up for Lowry's lack of size. He's a terrific finisher in the paint and doesn't miss many once he gets in tight.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee.
And they're picking up a lot of fouls already in the penalty. Not a good sign. They need to focus on moving their feet and maintaining a good defensive position.
And the Bucks making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. That's tipped. And now Lowry running the floor all by himself. And that one, good. And now it's an 8-point Raptor lead.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
They've also taken care of some of the details in this game, and that's why they're ahead.
Okay, time now for an injury report. Now for an update on Antetokounmpo's injury, let's go over to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, I caught up with Milwaukee's head athletic trainer. After taking a look, he informed me that it doesn't look too bad. And you couldn't have a worse time for this injury, Kevin, especially as the last games of the season are approaching.
Appreciate that, DA. Well, it's never easy for a player to go through what he's experiencing, Greg, right now.
But it is something that happens to almost every player. He's strong enough mentally to get through it. This we know.
Well, sometimes off the court, you work harder than you do preparing for a regular game. He'll get himself ready to go. Look forward to when he gets back on the court.
Dellavedova kicks to Mirotic. Back to Dellavedova. Clock at 6. To end the cold streak. The shot misses. Good work defensively by Lowry. Guys, a good chance for them to slow it down.
Yeah, they definitely should use some clock here.
1:09 left in the game. Here's Jordan. Doesn't go that time. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Dellavedova kicks to Connaughton. The three. The shot, no good. And Toronto will come the other way.
And it looks like just playing the last bit of this one out in what should be a nice win here for the Raptors.
Looking at both these teams, they're great rebounders, and on any given night, you might not know who would have the advantage on the board.
They made the most of those extra rebounds as well, Kevin.
And you have to love the effort this team plays with night in and night out, win after win this year, and they have earned it. Tonight will make it 62 wins on the year for them.
And they will walk out of here feeling really good about themselves today, guys. A big win over a conference foe they'd split their previous 2 games with.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jordan.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long.
Now, here's Lowry. And so Toronto takes this one, but by a big margin. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and playing with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, wow, what you all did tonight, what a display of offense. What got into you to produce this performance?
You know, as soon as I got in the arena, I had a feeling that I could do something special. I mean, even in the shoot-around, I felt like I was just kind of locked in tonight, and that feeling never really left me, D.A. I mean, I know that it's a night I'll never forget, and I just hope that the fans feel the same way. It felt great.
I think a lot of people are going to keep their ticket stubs from this one. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brett Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. See you later.